Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rulewell, and salutations to the Hakim around the world, pushing the truth in sincerity. I'd like to do a part 2 for a video I did recently, Faith and Works. I'll entitle this one, Faith and Works, More Than 10 Commandments. Because some people don't understand exactly what works are. So I'll go in a little more in depth to explain how the works does work. Alright, I'll start with Matthew 22. Matthew 22, I'll start from 36. 36. Say, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Right? Say, Yahushai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. He said, this is the first and great commandment. He said, and the second is like unto it. He said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. He said, on these two commandments hang all the laws and the prophets. Because these were the very first two commandments. And from these two came the 10, which was a more detailed version of the two. And from the 10 came the rest, which was a more detailed version of the 10. Because if the Most High had to just give us love the Most High with all your heart, soul, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself, any other decisions you had to make outside of that, you would use your own vain opinions on how to make it. And if you only had to use the 10, if you had to make judgment based on certain situations, you still wouldn't be able to do it, because anything outside of the 10, you wouldn't know how to make judgment based on that. Like if somebody was to ask you if it's okay to have sex with animals, you wouldn't be able to make judgment about that using 10 commandments. Or if they ask you about having sex with a man, having sex with a man, you wouldn't be able to make judgment about that situation using 10 commandments. That is why it have others also, because it have other situations in life that you will need to make judgment on outside of the 10 commandments. We will go down a little further into that just now. Say 1 Corinthians 14. I'll start from 33, right? It says, For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. So it's to show you that the Most High have a reason why the Most High laid down so many commandments, because it's easy to find confusion in something that you're not sure about. So he laid down many different commandments, so you would know exactly how it is he wants you to go about making a decision for these different situations. I'll go to Matthew 5 verse 17. Now, some people don't understand that when it comes to works is simply doing what the Most High and His Son ordered us to do. Works is not just about going and doing vain things and thinking that you're pleasing the Most High. Works is about fulfilling the laws, statutes, and commandments. Works is about things like giving charity. Works is about feeding the sheep, which is to go out and teach the word. The works consist of many different things. So there's Matthew 5 verse 17. It says, Think not that I am come to destroy the law and the prophets. It says, I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. It says, For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So the laws that people say it only have 10 commandments, it have many other laws that pertain to even today. And those laws are also a part of your works, because you're supposed to live according to those laws. It says, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So if you breaking the commandments and saying that those commandments not valid, when you're actually supposed to be living by them, you will be doing something called evil works, and you will be judged by those works. I'll go to John 21 verse 15. It say, so when they had dined, Yahushua said unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, it say, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my lambs, which is another type of works, which is to preach the word. So all these different things make up your works. As one of our brothers just say, your works start from when you wake up in the morning to when you go and sleep in the night. Living according to the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments is a part of your works. Giving charity is a part of your works. Loving your neighbor as yourself is a part of your works. All of these things is classed as works. That is why the scripture says you'll be rewarded for your good works. You'll be rewarded for living according to the order of the Most High. And when they say you'll be rewarded for your evil works, those are the people who choose not to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, but just live how they feel like living. Let me get a good example now. So there's Leviticus. It's Leviticus 20. Start from 13. It say, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. It said, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them. Now, what they're doing there is evil, because as the law states, that is against the law. If a person had to say it only had 10 commandments, how it is you going and prove that sleeping with a next man is against the law? That is why it have more laws than just 10 to give you a guideline of how to live. It say, I go to jump to verse 15. It say, and if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and he shall slay the beast. You understand? So this even showing you a guideline of how you're supposed to live. You're supposed to kill the man, and you're supposed to kill the beast. If a man had to use the 10 commandments to make judgment on that, somebody might want to eat the beast still. You mightn't want to waste good meat. You might kill the man, they might want to eat the beast. That's why it have the scriptures say the Most High is not the author of confusion. He gave you specific guidelines on how to please him and how not to do wickedness. Jump to verse 17. It say, and if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness, it is a wicked thing, and they shall be cut off from the sight of their people. And he had uncovered his sister's nakedness, he shall bear his iniquity. So the scripture is telling you that is wrong. But it have brothers and sisters who have their own opinion about if that is right or wrong. But the Most High is the one that has set the guidelines for these things. And the scriptures is what is teach you those guidelines for you to live according to how right and wrong really supposed to be. Say verse 18, it say, and if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, which is like your monthlies, and shall uncover her nakedness, And it say he had discovered her fountain, and she had uncovered the fountain of her blood. You see, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. Now it have people who just do things like that, but according to the scriptures, it's wrong. If a person had to say if that was right or wrong using the 10 Commandments, they would use their own personal opinion about what they find. But this is a small example of how the Most High put an order for people to follow. But most people don't follow these things. They just see 10 Commandments, and to them everything else is grace. But if you're living like that, you'll be living wickedly, and you will be rewarded for your works, because you're not living according to the order the Most High set. Today's John 10 said this. John 10:25 say, Yahushai answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. So even the Messiah works while he was on earth was important, because his works is what actually show his belief. It show which side he was on, and he was rewarded for his works. That is to show you how important your works is also. He lived according to the Lord's statutes and commandments, and he was rewarded for those works. But if you choose to live how you feel like, and not according to the standard the Most High set, then you will be rewarded for your evil works. But this was more or less a class to explain to you what the works is. The works is not just about what it is you feel you should do to please the Most High. The Most High set a standard which is more than 10 commandments. He set a standard for you to follow, and all these things pertain to your works. From the minute you get up in the day, whether it pertain to charity, simply following the laws, brotherly love, feeding the sheep, which is to go out and preach or do videos and teach others. All of these things pertain to the works, and you're supposed to fulfill those works until the day you die. Right? With that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai. Like I said, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruwell, and salutations to the Akim around the world, pushing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.